guys, Ash here, Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way. Hey, especially if you're going through something and you need it out there today, just know that things will and can get better, especially if you're at one of your lowest of lows or you're going through something. Just know that it always does. It always does come back around. You'll find something to pick you back up. Anybody out there who needs to hear that, again, sending some positive vibes your way today. We have a Facebook page. It turns out Watcher of Realms does a lot, maybe even most of their communication through Discord and Facebook. I'm kind of a Facebook hater. At least I'm agnostic at the least, right? I don't use Facebook personally. I do have a creator page though. So I actually went and looked to see what was going on in the Watcher of Realms Facebook page. I was actually curious if the Creator of the Year awards were officially released, because I saw that Ivy Lee did a video talking about maybe some of the precursor awards. I don't know, the preliminary awards. And well, you know what? I was gonna address this at the end of the video, but let's address the monkey, the elephant in the room right now. Ash, why are you dressed like this? Well, it's the new Ash, ladies and gentlemen, because look at what Ivy Lee said about yours truly. Check this out. I could not believe this when I heard this. Ivy Lee, the nicest in the community. Look what she said about yours truly.
But I do think I deserve best dress, so that would make me a little sad, because maybe Slate was another good candidate for that one too, as soon as she dresses up and does her hair all cute. But most of the guys don't really do anything fancy. Ash just wears tank tops coming home from the gym every day. He's not best dressed. He just wears a tank top from the gym.
Excuse me, Ivy Lee? He's not best dressed. He just wears a tank top coming home from the gym. Well, that Ash is no more. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sit down, gather around. You're looking at the best dressed in Watcher of Realms 2025. Strong leading contender right here. Suit, not tie, but suit in every video, or maybe just this one. Anyway, guys, I was looking at the Facebook community. I actually learned a thing or two going through all these posts. I wasn't joking about the vibrancy, right? There's a lot of activity here and everybody's super helpful and friendly. William Lamb posted a couple days ago, and I noticed that he had a lot of replies, 33, which is a decent amount for the Facebook page. What hero was everyone most excited to get, but they never use after you got them? Mine was Falcia. I love the way she looks and the vibe she gives, but I just never use her due to having other fighters that are just all around better. Well, ironically, the first thing that got my attention about this post was I have the same experience with Falcia. I have the same exact, she would have probably been my first answer to this question, right? But then I decided to see, who does everybody else say here? I do have an answer, and I want to ask you guys the same thing. Is there any champion that you were super excited to get, and then you got them, and then you're like, dude, I'm never going to use this hero. Never going to use them. Or I just never do use them. You just found yourself, you know, a month or a year later. And who knows, maybe I'll make a follow-up or something video in the future and see what you guys say in the comments below. Anyway, speaking of comments, we have view more answers. Oh, nice post. I think mine is Setchrum. Really high BP, but he's only good in Fortress stance. Dude, I love Setchrum. I love Setchrum. And then William Land says, true, but once you get him to A3 and buff him, well, get any legendary to A3, they're going to be good, right? But I actually think Setchrum personally, I mean, I have Setchrum, and I think, first of all, no offense to Walter. You guys are going to be shocked by my answer, which I will reveal at the end of this video, too. I think Setchrum's a beast, right? He does cost a lot, so I can understand that, but certainly going to be using him in faction trials, going to be using him in Void Rift, basically anywhere you need that juicy range and that damage, right? So I was surprised to see Setchrum. Next, I wasn't excited to get her, per se. I wasn't even excited to get her, but I never used Zillatu? Oh, man! Micah, William Land, the author, says, I got Zillatu early on, so I've always used her. I think she's my first range fighter. Your account must be stacked if you didn't need her for Guild Boss 1 Infernal Team. Honestly, I mean, I don't know Micah from a hole in the wall. Maybe he is stacked, but Zillatu is still, unless I missed something, is still the best DPS for Guild Boss in the game, you know? Obviously it needs to be an Infernal Team, though, so maybe that's part of the stuff. Michael Johnson pulled an Ajax the other day, not sure where I'd use him. Oh, man! Ajax is my most used legendary hero on my entire account. And that is not hyperbole, ladies and gentlemen. That is 100% accurate. Why? Why is he the most used? Because I use him in every single faction trial, man. You can use the unnamed faction in every trial. So just by virtue of that alone, he's probably my most used. Plus, he's quite a beast. I like Ajax a lot. William, you're just being amicable with everybody, huh? I feel you. I personally don't have Ajax, but want him because he looks so badass. Oh, dude, you're gonna love him, man. If you get him, you're gonna love him. Trust me. He was one of my early Gear Raid 1 saviors, and I used him a ton in Void Rift. He actually is useful for all faction trials. Yes, yes, Wilton, thank you. Faction trials, especially Nightmare faction, you need magic damage to push through. That's true. Nightmare, he's definitely goated there. Had a lot of Falcia and Admiral Claw and Setrum. Used to love him, but now when Silas and Hex came out, I don't use him. Okay, so the second mention of Setrum. Maybe that's legit. Maybe they're legit. I mean, there is something too, like the OP-ness of Silas and Hex, right? But I have Silas and Hex, and I still use Setrum a lot. Was excited to get Aracha for her Lord bonus, but I never deploy her. I don't have any reason to. I heard that I don't have Aracha. I heard that she's decent DPS, but I would love her just for her Lord bonus personally, even though I use the Linearia. Hollow and the green chick that I think gives you both rage at A5. Dude, Philip! Come on, man. Ajax by far on Avery. Dude, these guys are crazy on this Facebook community. No wonder I don't use Facebook. I'm just joking, guys. I love you. But, oh my God. First of all, Hollow is amazing. This guy just hating the green chick, Elowen. He basically hates rage regen, man. He hates rage regen. Philip Maynard, use your rage regenerators. How can you have Elowen and not use her? I mean, I wonder who he does use. View one reply. Now I'm curious, do you use Vortex instead, says Lars? Lars, I'm with you. Who do you use, Philip? Ajax by far was super happy when I pulled him, but absolutely never use him. If I do, it's purely out of love, says Avery. What is the hate on Ajax? Do these people not know that you can use Ajax in every faction trial? Am I crazy on this one? Okay, anyway, guys, let me unveil my hero that I was so excited to get and now I never use. And he's a good one. He's so good that fastidious.gg, the best website in the game, he ranks him S tier. So I am not using an S tier champion according to the rankings. I actually wanted Artemis so bad. I thought he looked so cool with his little Nerf gun or whatever he's got. And just the aesthetics of him, kind of the Black Plague, Witch Doctor vibe or whatever, Bubonic Plague, Black Death, whatever you want to. And like, I love these little canisters. I mean, it's such a weird, first of all, I love the vibe, but to have a big gun on this dude with a top hat, I mean, it makes no sense, but I love it. I was really excited to get him. He looks so cool. I don't use him. Why don't I use Artemis? Well, I have Lasir for anti-healing, and I actually have Kriya, but I have an A5 Kriya, you know? So she's actually a really, really good anti-healer for kind of the gear dungeon. But Artemis, like, I look at him, but you guys correct me if I'm wrong here, because I'm sure everybody watching right now is, after I just gave a rebuttal to everybody saying they're crazy for including those other champions that I disagree with, or heroes that I disagree with. Now here I'm doing it. I'm sure some of you guys are like, dude, Artemis Ashe, really, bro? But the way that I feel about Artemis is kind of like the original poster said, is I don't think he's trash. Like what you're getting from Artemis, or what I got from Artemis, was mediocre heals, average heals, maybe slightly below is kind of what I got. Maybe, you know, average at best, with decent damage, right? Decent damage is nice to have a healer who can deal damage, right? And anti-healing. And I guess where I'm at on my account, maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know. Where I'm at on my account is that if I need anti-healing, I got it. Like Lasir or Kriya usually, right? If I want healing, I'm gonna go with Elowen or Vortex or Hollow or whoever, right? If I want a little bit of damage, well, I have like enough damage dealers where I feel like I don't need to have them, you know, fill like 3 or 4 purposes on one team necessarily. Am I looking at them incorrectly? Would you guys say that I'm crazy on Artemis? Do you think I should bring a guest here on the channel and teach me where I should be using Artemis if you disagree with me? Or do you think, yeah, Ash, I'm with you. I have Artemis and I don't use him that much either. Or maybe you can understand where I'm coming from with my anti-healing other options. Want to hear from you guys. So let me know who you really wanted and then you didn't get. Number 2 is let me know on Artemis, guys. And you agree on the whole Setrum and stuff and Ajax, man. Do you agree with that? Let me know in the comments below. Much love. And as always, take care, guys.